Hi, guys. Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. I'm good. I'm very good. I'm good. Hello, hello, hello. So, I'll start in just a second. Oh, today's been it's been an interesting morning. Hi, Meg. How are you? Hi, Shy. Superfly. Hi, Angel Zones. Hey, girl. Hi, I am Sam. I am. And this is Bananas. What's up, Jaden? Hi, Paulina. Oh, so many likes. Thank you, guys. You don't have to do all that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys know this is the place I just kind of come to hang out. So I'm going to give a disclaimer. As long as Sai is available. Oh, Namura the Lock, thank you for the 50 bars. Thank you, thank you. As long as Sai is available, I will be doing a live stream today. If she's not, then I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, I'll talk in just a second. I'll wait for some people to get in. Strawberry buns. Hi. No, everyone knows it's Wendy. Send me the Taylor Swift stuff. I don't know about that. Uni, thank you for the 100 bars. Thank you. Isabel, shocked by revelations. You're a human being. We're going to get into it. Hi, Tansy. Girl, it is late in Australia. Get to bed, Tansy. Oh, Kyle. I'm halfway through it. Hi, Kathy. I'll give you my opinion. What's up, Jubilee? Hi, Rio Dinte. Dinte? 50 bars. Thank you, Rio Dinte. Dante. Jaden. Okay, good. I'm glad. So you're okay. Good deal. That's most important. Hi, Avril Lavigne fan. And Demonic Val. I haven't seen you in here a while. How are you, hon? May P. I'm so ready for this. Oh, hi. Thank you, May P. Angel. Thank you for the 1,000 bars, but you don't have to do that. Damn it. Bot and Bunny. I'm halfway through and I won't even talk about it. No, guys, if anybody follows me on Younow or any of my videos, everything he brought up has been talked about in length repeatedly. Oh my gosh. Joy, these revelations about you, I just can't believe. Oscar. Hi, Oscar. Thank you, Rasan. Hey, Rasan girl. Hey, thank you for the 50 likes. Much love, Rasan. She's been a ride or die from the beginning. Thank you, girl. I've seen a lot of Snapchats on Twitter. Not sure he bounced back from this. I don't have Snapchat. I think Clorox. Hey, Clorox. I think that his plan is to keep the same crap over and over like the trolls, pretty much. So we'll talk about it in just a second. Omera, Joy, you need to get off the web. Retard. No, I'm good. Thank you, though. Is Exladdy? I'll never know how to say your name. Thank you for the likes, honey. Thank you. Grumpy says only halfway through it. I agree. You've talked about all of it. Yep, I sure have. Are you going to post it to your channel? Yeah. Oh, my gosh. So, I think the first, 20 minutes, this is going to probably I'm going to have to respond probably in 3 parts, as much as I know y'all hate that, but it's an hour-long video, and guys, he didn't do any research. I'm halfway through it, and I'm looking at this going, he's done no research. So far, he's got almost everything wrong. I'm, embarrassed for him. Guys, if you don't know, I reached out days before and said, listen, if you have questions, let me know. And he's like, I know what you do. You manipulate me in private. But then in the videos, demanding, just show the proof. And I'm like, I would have gladly done it. So I'm not, by the way, if anybody's, curious on how I feel, I'm not upset. I'm not hurt. I'm not angry. I'm embarrassed. I'm legitimately embarrassed for him. Everything he's talked about, I have gone over in great effing length. If any of you guys have watched me on Younow or my videos, all of this stuff I've talked about. I've talked about even more than this. I was surprised there were things he didn't bring up. I've gone over all of this. Yes, late to the party. Hi, Brooke. Repzions released a video. So here's what I'm thinking, guys. I wanted to see what you think. I think, hi, Living for Lovato. How are you, honey? No, I've watched the first 30 minutes. I'm going to do a listening party, a watch party today. So do you guys want to do a watch party with me and Sai? Just going to be me and Sai. And we'll take questions, but I'm also going to have to respond to this. This is, holy shit. I'm just embarrassed. He got it all wrong. watched his vid at 4 a.m. on no sleep. He got everything wrong, and it's all stuff that either like that lolcow or hate videos have already covered, and it's stuff that's been debunked. Like, people were sending me shots of lolcow, and lolcow's like, this was the disappointment we thought it was going to be. There's nothing new. Nothing. And on top of that, all the stuff he did talk about, almost all of it so far, I'm 30 minutes in, he's gotten wrong. Almost all of it. I'm just embarrassed because it's like, he hyped this up for weeks as though he did weeks of research. Literally, there's stuff in the article. Remember the article he put up? He got completely, like, it was right there in front of his face. He's literally looking at evidence right in front of his face and skips over it and just says shit that's wrong. Like, one of the biggest things is a little preview that I saw. It was like the first piece of evidence. So she wrote for this website, and I'm like, I didn't write for that website. If you scroll down in the article at the very bottom, it shows I wrote for a completely different website. And by the way, that website, whatever it has listed, I don't know anything about that website. So what happened was, I'll give a little bit of info because I'm going to put this out in the video. What happened was I ended up writing 2 articles for an online magazine. Thank you, Snake Brains, for the 500 bars. That's now debunked. Not debunked, sorry. That's now defunct. It no longer operates. So I think what happened was people took stuff from the old website and just posted it places. So the old website I wrote for, like, I was looking at what he showed on this website, like, what is it, Ashtar Command or something? Is that what it was called? So I'm looking over what he has in there, and that there's no such thing as autism and Asperger's and blah, blah, blah. It's all indigo. Don't get it medicated. Guys, I am strongly against what that article said. 12 years ago, when I looked up, and I'm going to have it, by the way, first of all, it's not called the Indigo Movement. That's not called the idea. It's an idea that I subscribe to called the Indigo Children, and it's just about traits. Like, oh, these people, you know, like, people who are indigo, I've gone over this so many times, but I also know that if I have new viewers, you don't know this stuff, right? Like, I totally get that. So, all he went over was some crackpot ideas that anybody who's got Asperger's or autism or is on the spectrum shouldn't be medicated. Let them fucking be, because they're special. Now, granted, I think everybody's fucking beautiful and unique. That's how I think everybody. And everybody, thank you, Liz Piglet, for the viewers. Everybody has something to give somebody else. And wisdom, no matter who you are. But I do not, I never have, never in my life subscribed to that people who have any sort of physical medical condition should not get medical help. Ever. Ever. Holy shit. Like, if you've ever heard me talk about it, it was just the traits, the ideas of like, oh, they're gifted, they're special, they're here to change the world, they want to change society, that they're highly intuitive, they're very spiritual. That's the stuff I gravitated towards. So I'm just like looking at that going, holy shit. So this is going to have to be like literally out the gate, the first sentence, first evidence. I'm like, you got wrong. The stuff about my health, he got embarrassingly wrong. Let's just put it out there. Embarrassingly wrong. So anyway, Kathy says, the only question I have is the health problems you had years ago. Do you think your fibro might go back that far? Kathy, I'm going to go into that. In fact, funny enough, last week, and I never put it up because the gag order was lifted. I made a video that timelined all my illnesses. They timelined everything from like birth until present. So that'll clear up a lot of stuff right there. But here's my thing is like, he could have reached out to me. Anytime he could have reached out, but he's like, no, I know what you do in private. You manipulate people. Have I ever manipulated you? Where did you get that from? So what I also want to explain to you guys is, do you guys want to know where he got his info from? Does anybody want to know? Oh, Master Miller, I'll go for the levitation shirt, because I was like, because somebody sent me, they're like, hey, Repzions videos released, here's what it said. And I looked at it and I was like, what is he talking about? And then I saw, because I'm like 30 minutes in, I'm like, oh, okay. So we'll go over that, but I'm going to go over that later. But here's the thing. Do I wish I had the ability to fly? Abso-fucking-lutely. Do I have it? Nope. Like, that's it. I wish people could fly. I wish people could levitate. I would like to think in the human evolution, one day it is possible, because all things end up, evolving. Is it going to happen in my lifetime? Nope. But it's a fun idea, isn't it? Wish I could fucking fly. So anyways, when you came on here, Younow, and were hysterical, you scared people watching. Are you talking about my health stuff? Is that what you're referring to? Well, that's the thing is, like, I have no issue with anybody wanting to question. Fuck yeah, ask as many questions as you want. How can you accurately do a video questioning me when questioning my motives when you never reached out to me? When I reached out to you, like, just shut it down. Josh, Chinese people too, they all get killed in elevators. Imagine if they could levitate. Yes. And now here's the thing. We do know what I was talking about is that there are places like in Tibet where they have monks that can do amazing things with their minds. Like monks that claim to, and people have actually caught levitating. That's the shit I'm talking about, which I think is amazing. Can't do it. Wish I could. Look, you can look it up. Look up the stuff about Tibetan monks. Hi, Danny D. How are you? No, it's just, and again, guys, and I'm not going to say too much right now. Yeah, the video was super weak. There was nothing. He's been hyping this up for how long? How long? And everything he talked about is stuff I've been over in detail, in length, several times. And by the way, if I seem irritated, it's not at any of you. I understand first-time watchers might go, huh? But now I'm understanding with this internet stuff. Be prepared if you're somebody that watches me. I think every probably 6 weeks to 4 months, the same shit cycles. Literally every 4 to 6 weeks, the same rumors. But I'm assuming now, is it going to be that every few months, a bigger YouTuber figures out stuff, finds me, and then looks stuff up and wants to do an expose of what's already been exposed time and time again? Like, I'm kind of looking at it going, every 3 to 6 months, am I going to have to talk about this stuff every time somebody new comes on the scene? I don't know. Oscar says, Joy, I grew up in the New Age. As I said before, I understand where you are coming from 100%. I don't think anything you said is weird. I live the New Age. Yes, I was a New Ager, and I still have some of those beliefs. I've said that. Not all of them. A lot of it I think is horse shit. But there's still a lot of stuff that I subscribe to. But I have never, ever, 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 ever thought that people who have autism or Asperger's or on the spectrum should not get help and that we should just leave them be. I do believe people who are on the spectrum and have autism and Asperger's are fucking special. I believe that they are gifted, just like I believe everybody on the planet has something to offer, that they have a beautiful, unique perspective like everybody else. Do they need help? Yep. Do most other people need help for things? Yep, just differently. Have your thoughts on medication changed, May P? Yes. Yes, my thoughts on medication have absolutely changed. I went from doing a complete natural path because natural ended up saving my life with my tumor. And I went hardcore on that for a while. Like, oh, well, we should do natural. And now I have a more balanced perspective because what I've had over the last years, natural shit did not touch, did not help whatsoever. So I have a different viewpoint now, and that is we have to integrate Eastern and Western medicine. That we have to keep the old shit, the herbs, and mix it with technology, the medicine, the new. We got to use both things in harmony, and that if you can, you should always exhaust every possible medical effort first. Sorry if I seem irritated. I literally say this all the time. All the time. I'm not irritated at you guys. Not at all. I'm irritated because this person, I'm okay with questions. I'm not, but never came and asked me. So this whole thing was about his attention. And he's just literally taking credit for the stuff that other people have already put out there and acting like it's new. And to me, that's manipulative and it's disingenuous. I'm irritated that this is stuff I've talked about a lot and that he didn't do any research. Does that make sense? I'm not irritated at anybody viewing, not at all. Joy, Chambers comment. Please explain address. What Chambers comment? And hi, Miss Dearborn. How are you? Brooke Tuttle, it must be frustrating to have to go back things over and over. A little bit. Again, I'm not upset at the viewers. I mean, shit, I walk into YouTubers who I don't know and I see stuff. I'm like, what's this? I get it, you know? So none of you guys, you guys are not at all my irritation. Does that make sense? So please don't think that anything that I'm saying is in any relation to anything you guys are bringing up. I'm irritated that this person did no research. Literally just took rumors, ran with it, and hyped it up for a while and just regurgitated the same stuff. That's my irritation. It's very, very frustrating to watch. Were you lying when you charged people for channeling skills, talk to angels? I will go over that. I will definitely go over that. I never charged anybody for anything. Let's be very, very clear. And I'll, like I said, I'll go over it later today. I'm waiting to see. I know Sai, she's having some house issues she's been having for the last couple days, so I just have to see if she's going to be available. And the reason is, guys, I have a feeling the chat's going to be insane, and there's no way that I can field everything. There's just no way, and kind of go into all this. You wanted to, but nobody booked you? Not entirely true. I had people that wanted to book me, and, like, there were a couple people, and I ended up getting on the phone with them, and I just was like, I don't want to charge you any money, I just want to help. I was 20 years old, and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Like, legit, I can sit here and tell you that. But we'll go into it. I'm going to go into it more in detail. But, again, this is all stuff I've talked about before. Okay, Kathy, if you want to help Mod, you're more than welcome to, but I feel bad, girl. You do so, like, you have a busy life. I don't want to bother you. You have a busy life. Not only regurgitated, but regurgitated for 60 minutes. Right. By the way, do you guys want to know who helped him research? Can anybody guess who helped him research all this? I'm sure y'all know. Kathy says, I'm off today. Okay, girl, well, you're more than welcome. Chambers said talking to her in private won't do jack shit. Chambers is going to have to say anything she can to debunk me because she knows the bombs I'm sitting on. She knows. Chambers knows. If you guys thought that phone call was the bomb, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. What about Rose fearing upsetting you? I've reached out to Rose. Rose and I, we talked yesterday. Rose has told me repeatedly that's horseshit. She's told me repeatedly, Rose has said that they are calling and bothering her and trying to make her stop. She has told me that they are calling her and saying, make her stop talking. And Rose is saying, number one, I can't make her do anything. And number two, she's retaliating. Rose said, I told y'all she's going to do this eventually. You poked at her enough. She has every right to say something. Rose has told me from the get-go it's horseshit. Rose said in the very beginning she had some concerns. We're talking about the very beginning. She spoke to her lawyer, Tim. Tim said, nope, I've been working with her. It was fine. They took it and blew it in a crazy direction. Rose was like, I was never that upset by anything. A little concerned and confused. Talked to my lawyer. It was fine. It was cleared up in a day. That's what this is. But they wanted to take it and make it something bigger. But you know what? I don't want to give my opinion on why they did what they did because I'm still putting out the series. I would rather you guys watch and make up your own minds. And then later I'll give my opinion. That's how I'll do that. I got 20 minutes into the 1 hour long phone call video. It's like a disappointed teacher telling off a timid student. And a lot of people kind of criticize the way I talk to her, guys. After everything that happened, it was so hard for me to just be very calm. You know what I mean? Like, I was angry, I was hurt, I was upset, I was just trying to be really calm. And then listening to her going, well, I don't understand why Tim Conlon was upset with us. All we did was tell him and threaten him and say, don't talk to Joy anymore or we're going to be mean to you. And then he just decided to threaten us with extortion and almost want to quit, but I have no idea why. And I'm like, you have no idea why. You can't figure out why he might have been upset with that? Okay, Alex, I just got your text, Alex. Mwah, love you, boo. And I'm sorry, Alex, you've sent me stuff. I just haven't responded yet. I'm sorry, honey. You were manipulative and intimidating to Chambers. Well, that's what she wants to think. That's fine. She has every right to think that. Are you looking forward to Cells being over? Yep. Sure I am. Base Mama's jealous. She wanted to be involved but wasn't picked. Geeking for Out Loud, that's what it looks like to me, but I'm going to save my opinion until everything is done. Somebody says, 80s baby, you assume she won't talk about the angels thing, yet she made at least 10 videos and live streams addressing the angels. More than that. More than that. And thank you for that. Yes, I even have a whole video of, like, what the Indigo Children thing. I have a whole video where I talked about it. Tim tweets your bullies, but not you. Are you jealous? I have no idea what you're talking about. Robin, you are correct. A doctor did not prescribe Lyrica to me after you told them you had a long history of copper toxicity and then said it was gone. You're right. A doctor did not prescribe Lyrica. A doctor gave me samples of Lyrica, as I've said repeatedly. And my doctor said he doesn't think that copper should be an issue anymore. Let's try it. Sorry, that's what happened. So no, I did not get a prescription. Chambers chose to do a lot of things we'll talk about later. Laura, I'm sorry, honey. Laura's cat died. Can you guys send Laura the TNDW some love? Her cat died. I'm sorry, Laura. Giving samples is the same thing as prescribing it. No, not entirely. But no, I did get Lyrica. I've shown the Lyrica. I mean, what do you think happened? Do you think that I just, like, robbed a place to go get a box of Lyrica? It doesn't work that way. I was given samples by my doctor. Yep, Based Mama says anybody who agrees with her is just crazy. Right. Does Tim Conlon even have a Twitter? I have no idea. No, Robin, you got it wrong. You were trying to say a doctor prescribed. Nope, never got prescribed in medicine after you told them you had a condition that was contradicted. No, I do have I did have copper toxicity. We just did, as I've said before, we just did a blood test. Came back fine, but my doctor said the blood test can be misleading, so she wants to do more testing to make sure we can now rule that out. So my doctor, I said I don't feel much of the effects of the copper issues anymore, but I want you to be aware I have it. Doctor said Lyrica should be fine. So here's the thing. If a doctor gives me samples of Lyrica after I told him about it, and then says this should be fine, I'm the asshole and I'm in the wrong? I'm not a doctor. I don't know how shit interacts with shit. Lyrica is a non-narcotic. They do give samples for it. Yes, I have samples. And Love Me Tender True, this is where you have not been keeping up with everything. Doctors don't go based off the ramblings of a patient. I went in for the doctor who wanted to work with me for free. The doctor said, before we try to do any testing, let's try to fix the fibromyalgia. That's what my doctor wanted to do because I didn't have money or insurance to get the testing. That was the doctor where I traveled. I talked about this in length. These people thinking they know more than you or your doctor. Exactly, Jay Honey. Exactly. Well, no, and like I said, it's only frustrating that I've gone through it so many times. That's all. Mila, I never got an email from you, but I'm happy to help you get the strike reversed, even though you are a hate channel that literally just lies, bullshits, and slanders me. I am happy to help you, but I have not received an email from you. Prednisone is pretty good. I wake up a little irritated for the first 2 or 3 minutes of my day, but probably about the first, probably takes me about 5 minutes to get out of my, not get out of my system, but I wake up feeling kind of irritable, and I think that's just the prednisone. Stomach stuff's a little bit worse, but that's to be expected with prednisone. I didn't realize that, so, but I'm going to try some different things. Also waiting for my doctor's office to get the additional testing. When I had a bunch of face warts, my doctor gave me a bunch of samples because of how expensive the product is. Yep. And it's similar with the Lyrica. The Lyrica is crazy, crazy expensive. This doctor was very, very nice to want to help me for free. And you popped open the samples? Nope. I took a nap. The person I was staying with did it for me because they know I have memory issues, just to be helpful. Ronnie, I'm feeling okay. Yo, guys, I'm going to get off here. I just want to come on and just talk for a second. Why so serious? Rose just wrote me because I asked her, I'm like, hey, what's going on? There's a message in the video that says you're concerned. And she just wrote me, where's the message at? Lyrica in Europe costs about $1. Josh, then Europe is lucky. I know, Kathy. I know. I like that these people are doctors. Rose just wrote, why the fuck is everybody bringing me into this shit? Good question. Actually, you guys want to see it? Here, I'll show you. Here, I'll literally show you right now. Let me just make sure. Yep, we're good. So you guys want to talk about stuff from Rose? Here we go. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and go. Yep, because Rosa told me, she said, if you ever have an issue, come to me directly. And I said, okay. All of that will be revealed soon. How do I feel about fans sending me screenshots of what Base said when? Today? I don't think I've had any from today. No, Nathan, it's okay. I double checked. I didn't put anything out there that shouldn't be. Ebu Smith, have a good one, honey. Check the link above his message. What are you talking about, Vic? Yes, I'm going to be doing a streaming party. If not today, guys, then it'll be tomorrow. Just a heads up, because I'm waiting to see Sai. I just want to do it me and Sai because it's going to be, I'm sure it's going to be a crazy, crazy stream. Don't let us distress you. No, I'm not stressed. The effects of the prednisone kind of amp things up because it is a steroid, so it can make me feel a little bit funny, especially the longer I've had it in my system. I think that's why I wake up a little bit irritable. But I'm okay. I'm okay with it. Did you have somebody follow her? No, and there's no evidence for that. That's horseshit. There's absolutely no evidence for it. But all that's coming. Prednisone made me act aggressive. Right, that's why I can tell when I wake up a little bit irritable. And because that's the thing, I'm somebody that never, unless there's a reason, I never wake up in a bad mood. And so I just like, so when I wake up irritable, it's just like, okay, I have to check myself. And I'm like, okay, I think it's the prednisone. You should do it with Mike instead. Aw, Mike works though. Mike's a little working bee. I'll reach out and see if he wants to. Joy, is the real trouble with your family because they maybe saw some problems with your mental health and you weren't having it? No, but I'm going to go ahead and leave my family out of this right now because that's not anything people are aware of. Okay, Yuki, you have a good one. Hey, Joy, show us how you levitate. I wish I could, girl. Wish I could. Hi, Derek. How are you? I don't understand why any of this is anybody's business. I agree, Aaron. I agree. But I think Repzions, this is my opinion, he has every right to question, but he wasn't questioning. If he really wanted to do an expose, he would have reached out if he really wanted to get the full story. But he didn't. This was wanting to slander me. This was just about bringing up my past and slandering me. So hold on. The worst thing I've done in my past was have some odd beliefs and have illnesses. That's the worst I've done in my past. Where's my criminal record? Where is it? Where are the people I've done awful things to? Oh, that's right, they don't exist. Not that I haven't hurt anybody. As human beings, we all hurt people from time to time. One of my biggest fears is hurting somebody because I don't want to hurt anybody, ever. Ever. It's something roommate talks to me about all the time. But, like, it's ridiculous. Is it possible you have IBS or IBD? I don't know what IBD is. Yeah, it's possible we have IBS. We're trying to figure out where it's coming from, though. Joey, can you say a word on the vegan Sheeta ban? Is he still banned? I don't know what the situation is. He had nothing, so he reached for crap. I seriously think he had to redo the video and post this crap. I think you're right. I question. I don't know. Joy hasn't paid me my Scooby snacks yet. Yes, Nathan. Yep, somebody says it was rushed, and he also mentioned the eclipse, which was after the 20th. That's a good observation. Thank you for that. Shrub Time says, I get paid in daddles to be Joy's Time's friend. That's right. I said Joy Time. Why did I say, oh, because you're Shrub Time. So I said Joy Time. I sure did. What's going on with vegan? I did hear that there was something going on, but I don't know. I don't know what. I know he got banned, but it like, because I thought he was appealing it. So, I don't know. Honestly, I will say that he's been such a turd on this platform. I can't sit here and speak as to why he got banned, but he's been a turd. And he's, you know, done a lot of shitty things. He's even talked a lot of shit on me, but I kind of took it in stride, and I was just like, oh, you're a fucking troll. But he's, you know, I've heard he's done a lot of shitty things, but I haven't looked into or researched him in depth to really be able to put anything out there. You said you were good with him the other day. No, he came on and we had a good talk, and he was really nice to me, and he even kind of apologized for the stuff he said, and I took it, you know, and that's fine. But I'm saying that also doesn't mean that he's not held accountable for other stuff he's done. How do you handle the Repzion fans who are no doubt going to come after you? I just don't care. I don't care. They can, you know, they have a right. They have a right to say whatever they want. They have a right to come at me. They have a right to ask me questions. Hi, Diana. Thank you for the 500 bars. So I have no real issue. My issue is that he hyped a video for a long time and did almost no research. It's just lies and slander. That's my issue. He said a lot of racially insensitive things and slurs. Did he, Mandrake? See, I know he called, like, my LGBT friends degenerates and shit. Like, he said that, you know, Dylan was retarded when he had cerebral palsy. He did clear it up and kind of apologize, so, which I'm okay with. Oh, guys, hold on 1 second. This is Katie. Yes, 6484. Yeah, so I know I'm supposed to have some further testing happen. I just, since Thursday, I think my appointment was Thursday, so I was just curious where all that was at. So I'm supposed to have another test for copper tox. We're supposed to look into tests for copper toxicity, and also another stool test for some sort of parasite. So I was just curious where all that is. Okay. By the way, guys, I've already given out my birthday before. Nothing people don't know about. As I said, I'm waiting on testing. So they called me back, because I called them and left a message. And I was like, hey, where's the... Yes. Gotcha, okay. Okay, and do you guys have any possible time frame on that? I just don't want to bother y'all, so I just curious when I should follow up. Okay, perfect. I'll just try again. Okay, I'll try again by the end of this week if that's okay with you guys, if I don't hear anything. Okay, thanks so much. Bye-bye. All right. Hopefully by the end of this week. We'll see. She wants to clear her name now that she's able to. She's not wanting to try to drag up old drama. Exactly. Kimberly says I fell asleep halfway through this video. The last test that we did was a blood test, but my doctor said sometimes they can be misleading, so wants to do some other additional testing, as well as parasite testing for my stomach before we send me off to the GI, just to be safe, since I had been traveling overseas shortly before I got sick with the stomach stuff. He hyped the video for so long, it's a bit ridiculous. Well, that's my opinion, too. Aw, official. If you send it to me, I'll tweet it out. He hyped the video for so long that was full of misinfo that was already cleared up. Carly, that's exactly what it was. It was just regurgitated stuff. Do you feel it was right to blast out the E and C? I don't know what that means. Are on behavioral medications. Tell me again how that helps children. I don't know what you're talking about. What about the DO5 kids? Do you think it was right to blast out that are on behavioral medications? I did what was instructed by Tim Conlon, the lawyer. Tim wanted me to let people be aware that they were withholding their medications. So that's why I put it out there. I went on the advice of legal counsel. So if you have an issue with what I did, then you should take it up with him. And by the way, when I say that, don't fucking bother him, guys. Oh, God. Don't go harass anybody. I'm just explaining the reason I did that was because this is information given to me by the lawyer that the lawyer wanted put out there. I want to know where this information no one addressed before. I don't know. Remember, he's like, well, everybody has dirt, but there's compost and there's hidden dirt. There's no hidden dirt. All of this I've talked about. Thank you, vegan as fuck. Thank you for 500 bars. This is all stuff I've talked about in great length. Anybody here would defend themselves after all this crap? Exactly. They act like your past is something terrible. I know. Had new age ideas. Some of them I still do. Not all of them. And some of them, I have different ideas now. Some of them I was just like, fuck it, this is stupid. Thank you, Christoph, for the 50 bars. So now, so to me, this is like, is this like George Orwell? Are we thought policing? Are we thought policing that I had different beliefs 12 years ago? And that's the big scandal? Really? Like, this just seems like a lot of attention, like view attention whoring. So wait, you mean this video isn't about you eating puppies in your pepperoni cult? Exactly. For crying out loud, for crying out loud, Rose was not scared. Is not scared of Joy. She wasn't scared to ask her to promote the GoFundMe. There you go. Joy has never done drugs, got drunk, no criminal record, badass. That's right, guys. Been exposed. I've been exposed as a spiritual seeker, and he's been exposed as getting all the information wrong. Well, it's coming. Actually, I've gone over this in great length, and I will put it up on my channel. When it came to the tumor, I did a diet change, and I cured it with garlic. This is what I think, because it went away after I did this for 3 months. I had it for a year, antibiotics, everything they treated never helped. Then I ended up for 3 months changing my diet. I went vegetarian, and I did like a vegetarian diet. I did a diet based off of candida, which is fungus as well, because that came with the over antibiotics. And then I did garlic, onions, turmeric, ginger, olive leaf, basil, oregano, dandelion, milk thistle, golden seal. I'm sure there's 1 or 2 other things that I'm leaving out, but they're all hot. Like, most of them are either some sort of like dandelion and milk thistle, which I've talked about before, help cleanse kidneys and liver, as well as the other stuff purifies. Like, ginger can like really clean up, purify the blood, but most of them have antifungal, antiviral, antibacterial properties. And you can look all of this up. This is all stuff I've talked about. Now, do I think that that will cure everything? Nope. As I found out with what I have now, sure as fuck didn't help the possible polymyalgia I'm being treated for. That Hellcat, I can't ever say her name. Why did you say it was an abscess and then change it into being a tumor? I've addressed this on Martin Lawrence's stream. Or Martin Lewis. Martin Lewis. He did release the video. He sure did. Why don't you like alcohol and drugs? I just don't. I never have. I tried marijuana once. It was a horrible experience. I'll have to do a story time on that. I ate a brownie in Vancouver, Canada when I was 23. Oh, where it's legal. Well, Card Queen, I also said I'd be addressing all this later in a live stream. I'm just coming on for a little bit. So no, I'm not addressing everything right now. It has never been legal in Canada. That is horse shit. In Vancouver, Canada, it has been legal. It was, my first time was a brownie. It was way more intense than smoking. Yeah, it was a fucking nightmare. It was a nightmare. Let's look it up. My understanding in Vancouver, Canada, was that you could have a certain amount on you. This is my understanding. If I'm wrong, I'll stand corrected. I have no problem. Let's look it up. Kushtourism.com. Although recreational marijuana is not yet legal anywhere in Canada, the province of British Columbia is very marijuana friendly, perhaps because of its proximity to the green state of Washington. Vancouver has been a trailblazer in creating new marijuana regulations regarding the illegal medical marijuana dispensaries operating around the country, and in February 2016, a federal judge in British Columbia ruled that medical marijuana patients have the constitutional right to grow their own marijuana. Let me see. In 2000, Canada became one of the first countries in the world to rule that its citizens have a right to use cannabis for medical purposes. Then I stand corrected. My understanding when I was there, and this was in 2006, was that it was legal for certain amounts in recreational use, or that you can't get arrested for having certain amounts. If I am wrong, then I am wrong, and I apologize. See? No problem. If I'm wrong, I'll own up to it. No big deal. I don't get it. Why are people laughing? People say don't take in criticism. Somebody said, hey, I'm wrong. I looked it up, realized I'm wrong, and I put it out there. I don't understand why the laughter. You mean if you're caught wrong? No, this is what I understood. Somebody brought it up. I looked it up, said I was wrong. That's it. And I said, okay, I'm wrong. And they act like you can't take criticism. Exactly, but what did I just do? I'm not going to go into it anymore because it's too silly. Angel says, I'm waiting for Joy to take out the trash. Girl. Thank you, Shy. Yes, you can't get arrested for a tiny amount, but they still take it and smash your bongs and pipes. Is that correct? So was I partially correct that you can't be arrested for a small amount? Anybody in Canada, if my Canadian viewers can speak up, because my understanding was that a little bit on you is legal. Let me look it up. Can you be arrested in Vancouver, Canada for having weed? I think it was like a certain amount. That's what I remember. Okay, here's the possession of marijuana. Let's look this up. Okay. Miss Lish, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. Right. Somebody just said, I used to walk around Montreal smoking joints all the time. You can't be arrested for a small amount. Is that correct? And we're talking about Vancouver, Canada. Just a second. Somebody just sent a link. Don't know what this is. Okay. So from possession of marijuana. Is possession of marijuana a criminal offense? Yes, possession of marijuana is a criminal offense under the Controlled Drug and Substance Act. And this is for the Canadian Bar Association of British Columbia branch. You don't have to own the marijuana. You just have to have or possess it. If you are charged with possession of marijuana, you should speak to a lawyer. Okay, and if that's the case, stand corrected. No problem. Kathy, who's Canadian, it depends on the cop. It is illegal, but often they will let you go if not a large amount. Okay, then if I got that confused, I was wrong. My understanding there was that it's legal to have a certain amount on you for recreational use. This was in 2006. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. My apologies. Liam, none of that is true. Base says she spoke to Tim and he says he hasn't spoken to you since May 8th. Not at all true. Ronnie says, honestly, Joy, you could save a puppy or kitten from drowning. People would be like, oh my God, Joy just tried to murder a puppy and kitten. Pretty much. Mr. Utopian, thank you for the 500 bars. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I got stuff to do, but just wanted to say hi to everybody, let you know that we will be doing a live stream so people can ask questions and we'll go over whatever needs to be gone over. That's it. That's it. I just wanted to do a quick response right now, let you guys know we'll have a watch party. And this is going to be silly. It's going to be really silly. Anyways, guys, take care. Blessings. Have fun, and I will see you a little bit later today. Everybody have fun.